Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's been about a couple of days since I posted a video for you guys, but I got a good conversation to talk about. Today I want to speak on changing your environment for better outcomes. Let's start with some examples, right? If you want to become a better reader, right? Do you think A, you should stay at the house and, try to read books there? Or B, maybe once or twice a week you go to the library and read books there? Now, I'm not saying, right, if you choose the option A, like you won't be able to build that habit of reading, but let's think about it. If you go to the library 1 or 2 times, right, and we're speaking on, changing your environment, and you're trying to become a better reader, you're trying to read more books, right? If you go to the library, 1 to 2 times a week, you're probably going to meet other people who are interested in reading books. It's going to be easier for you to read books. And not only that, you'll be able to read, other books. You might see some in there that, interest you. And then you might meet people, and then y'all end up, creating a reading club, right? So what I'm getting at is you're not failing because you yourself is a failure, right? You're not a failure, right? But it may be your environment. If you want to work out, right? If you want to, go to the gym and make it kind of a lifestyle change, you don't need to be around people who don't like going to the gym. They have negative views on the gym. You need to get around people who have a more positive outlook on the gym, who are trying to better themselves, right? Because that just makes it easier for you, to develop that good habit of going to the gym and, changing the way you do things, changing the way you may eat, right? Changing your diet. Even something like if you want to make a lot of money, right? Should you be around people who have a negative viewpoint on money, who think, oh, well, all people with money, all rich people are bad? Or should you get around people who are like, man, listen, yeah, it might be some rich people out there who, do some crazy things, but everybody who has money, they aren't crazy, right? And I want to make money. I want to become successful. I need to be around people who, who are doing the same thing, right? And what tends to happen is when you get around people who are more positive and actually doing the things that you're trying to do in life, it just makes it easier for you to build that good habit, right? Let's just say, for example, right, like you got some friends who they don't like going to the gym. They have a negative view on it. They don't care about their diet. So, let's just say you're living with them, living in an apartment with them or whatnot. You're in college with them, and they're gonna have terrible food in the house, mostly snacks, not that many whole foods, right? And you're trying to change your life, you're trying to change your diet, you're trying to change, the way you work out. You're just trying to, better yourself overall. The reason why it's gonna be harder for you to do that is when you look in the kitchen, it's gonna be junk food, right? So that's gonna be hard. Let's just say you want to sit down and have a conversation with them on, yeah, man, I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to, get in shape. They may look down on you or frown upon you and be like, oh, well, you're trying to be better than them, right? So what you need to do is, okay, well, this is a negative space, right? I can't be around these people all the time, even though I live with them. So let me start going to the gym. And when I go to the gym, maybe make some friends who are there. And, you never know, you might meet 1 or 2 people and then y'all start going to the gym together. And then you create that friendship. And now you're building that positive habit of going to the gym. And then they can show you ways, on, to better your diet, better your workouts. But you get what I'm saying, right? You have to be around people who have a positive outlook on what you're trying to do, and they're also trying to do it as well, right? So I kind of, want to speak my mind and give that to you guys today, give you that good advice. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope y'all take it in and actually apply it. Don't just listen to it. But thank you guys for listening, and I'm out, man. Peace.